And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing FortressCraft Evolved. Alright, we are in the Toxic Factory. I've got a batch of Mk2 excavators up in the cold caves, digging away. So I want to get some stuff out of the way here. Missile defense, that is some high quality stuff there. Overclocked crystal, we need to get some crystal overclockers going. I think we're just going to ignore that for now. One thing I'm going to do, I put 2,000 slot hoppers on gold, nickel, and titanium experimental pods. And the reason is we use these to craft the OET. So I want a whole lot of those. I'm gonna just craft the OET manually. I don't want to mess around with auto crafters for that little setup. Just is a waste of time. But I'm gonna try to speed up these three here. I want these to be made faster. As you can see, these things are able to chew through all of the materials pretty fast. So one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put hoppers on in place of the turntables, and then we're gonna duplicate this whole setup even the PCBs get duplicated. Just like that, and we're going to want 3 more of those 3-in-1 zipper merges. So we need 3 more stamper plants.
Crafting.
Okay. All right, so that is good to go. Now we just need the tubes. Just the tubes time. And the turntables that I picked up will go on top of this one. Okay, and then output. Really, really bright, I know. I apologize for that. Okay, so the first PCB, we're going to have this go out and down. There we go. Now we doubled up this process, so I think we're going to do the output first here. Okay, that's all good there. That's all good. This is set up. Whoops. Don't want that going the wrong direction. That would not be good. There we go. Now we're cooking. Okay, so again with the titanium, like that, and we want out, down. There we go. Now they should be doing pretty well for themselves. Almost a consistent, constant stream of material coming out. There we go. We may not have them running 100% of the time, but it's going to be darn close. although they are a little bit faster nowadays than they have been in the past. So we got a nice consistent amount of material coming through here, which is what I really am going for. I just want a nice constant stream of new material, and that way it'll basically half the time that it'll take to build up enough components for that. Alright, let's see what else we can automate for the time being while we're waiting for all those excavators to finish up. Ooh, our base is under attack. We need to go check that. See just how bad it is. Teleport me about 500 blocks, please. Would be nice if that was actually a thing. We're gonna head up. Oh, looks not too bad up here. A lot of bug parts. We're gathering a lot of bug parts. Holy cow. I think we need more Falcors. Pretty much every one of my Falcors is running constantly. Oh yeah, they're constantly moving. We haven't lost yet though. That's the surprising thing. We've been sitting at about 20,000 threat now for some time, and we have not lost a battle. Which I thought for sure. Even after I put those new turbines on the system, I thought, no way are we going to be able to kill those bosses. But again, I am not on hard mobs in this game. My last two series were on hard mobs, and I opted out on this series for hard mobs. I just want to make sure we're gathering all the bug parts that we can. A lot of times, you know, you can see the efficiency of your system by coming out. If there's a big pile of bug parts aren't scooped up, you're going to want more beacons or more Falcors. Usually, if it's this far out, it's more Falcors. Because you can have, in one beacon, if it's far enough out, you can have, you know, 6 or 7 Falcors servicing just one beacon. Because it picks up an item, a Falcor departs. Picks it up, picks up another item. That Falcor just left, and another one can get departed. Or another one can leave. So it can just constantly just pick them up. You can have a constant stream of Falcors picking up. Look at that line of enemies coming our way. If I was a betting man, I would bet that was not a good thing. Yeah, look at that. We've got the boss coming in from this side. We got multiple bosses. Look at that. They're being taken down, which is amazing. And that's just a handful of lasers. I mean, that's not even a whole lot of lasers. Look at all the hits on there. I wonder what our batteries. I should check the batteries, especially of this one here. I'm gonna see if I can get up there. How's our battery doing? Okay, this is actually charging up. There's it, max level. Yep. They're actually able to keep up. That is unbelievable. I might not even need nuclear reactors up here. There's 2 turbines. 2 turbines in rapid mode. Good enough. Okay. Do we... What? I think I know what I want to do. I know what I want to do. I want to get some overclocked crystal, because that's going to be required for research of the Frozen Factory, plus some miscellaneous Frozen Factory things. So, the crystal clock maker, we need, I'm going to get 2 of these.
Crafting.
Let's go check our resin. It might even be full over here, which would be crazy. Ooh, it's almost. Ooh, yeah, it's almost full. Look at that. I caught it right before it maxed out. That is a lot of resin. That was like 2, 4, 6, 8. That was like 20. That was like 82, 8,300 resin that I pulled out of there. And I'm not even feeding that thing. I'm not even feeding it. It's just the resin that it's pulling out while it's trying to encapsulate itself, which it does if it's exposed every time you load the game. It tries to cover itself back up. And yeah, I'm not even feeding that thing. And I'm getting thousands of resin out of it, which is good for me. Because feeding it is always a little risky. Okay, so we've got the overclockers, I'm assuming. And we're going to need a ton of power. And we're going to need to go back down to the toxic caves, to our toxic factory. So let's go back. Zip-a-da-doo back down to the toxic factory. Alright. Where am I? Okay. It's hard to get my bearings when I'm kind of blanked out, blind. Okay, so these are gonna require some good amount of power. These things can chew through the power. So I want one of the overclockers. Okay, where? There it is. Overclocked crystal. Okay, so actually, you know what I'm gonna do? So if I put a huge storage hopper right there and set this to remove only. So all it needs is one crystal clock, but it also needs 250 power per second. So we got 500 power per second between the two, which means, you guessed it, we get another turbine. And I can take these out. I'm gonna share the load and unload here, just to keep from having to build another one. Yeah, I'm getting a little tired. Trying to get these recorded so I can get them processed, because I have a multiplayer Factorio stream tomorrow that I really want to get to. Can't be late. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. All right, now we're gonna want 2 lasers coming out. Oh yeah, I've got my jetpack on. Duh. So this one comes out this way, this one comes out this way. We want 1, 2. Maximum overdrive here. All right, and now we want the output. So I'm gonna do. I think on the top. I'm gonna do the output on the top. Okay, so these should be good to go. Now we just need crystal clocks in there, and we happen to have crystal clocks coming in Where is it? Right here? Yep. So crystal clocks are here. Now we need to move some and put them in here. So right. Oh, am I out of tubes? I think I'm out of tubes. I need more tubes. Yes, tubage. Tubages. Okay, let's get back to what we were doing. Okay, and we want this here. That lines up there. That lines up there. There we go. And again, we don't have a whole lot of crystal clocks in here. So we don't need umpteen numbers of tubes coming out this time. We just need the one. So we only have one tube coming in, one tube going out. That's fine. And so now we have crystal clocks getting overclocked in due time. So there we go. Overclocked crystal is good to go. Now if I need to move these somewhere, even if I need to put them on the bus, I can do that. But for now, I'm going to leave these be. I could even add a couple more. Since it's 250, we could add, that's 500, 1,000. We could add actually 4 more of these onto that turbine. But we could also leave that turbine for, you know, other things. I'm thinking we're going to want something. So as you can see, the little design that I've been using is the kind of the low power machines are over here. So we've got, you know, 50 power per second, 15 power per second in many places. Those are way over here, and they've got kind of got their separate power supply. But our super amount of power is down here. So we're close to the turbines down here. And so we get more direct access to the power, and we don't have to beam the power, you know, through the factory in order to get there. So yeah, there's, you know, over 1,000 power draw here. There's 500 here. Combined, all of these add up, you know, quite a bit. I could actually, so this is almost maxing this out, having these things process. So we're up to 200. It's weird that those are not the same numbers. Those started with exactly the same amount, and it's just a very, very small difference with placing the tubes for the next set. It makes a big difference. All right. Well, we now have overclocked crystal, and we can. I think we need 64 to research the frozen factory. So yeah, we need 64 alloyed block and 64 crystal, overclocked crystal. So the alloyed block, I actually have, don't I have some of those? I don't, maybe I don't. Maybe I stopped putting them in here because I knew I wouldn't need them, because I've got everything auto-crafted now. So in here, I need 64. Okay, so I should have exactly 64. And then I need exactly 64 overclocked crystal, which I've almost actually got that. Once those hit 32, I'll have it. I'll be able to then research the frozen factory and get some of that stuff unlocked sooner rather than later, and allow us to progress just a little bit in prepping for that, all that good stuff. So in that amount of time, look at that. So yeah, these are almost at 32. What is the craft time on these? Roughly 8 seconds. I mean, that's not too bad. I wonder what it is in like scarce or Greg. I think that would be painful. So there's 30. I need 31 and then 32. There's 31. $32. So there's 64 overclocked crystals ready to go. And let's put them. What do they look like? There they are. They look almost identical to the crystal clocks. You can see these are the crystal clocks. The overclocked ones are just slightly tinted. Which kind of stinks, but it is what it is. So now we have the ability to research the frozen factory stuff. I won't start it yet. I need to get these videos rendered and get ready for our big multiplayer Factorio stream tomorrow. So I hope everybody's ready for that. Looking forward to it. We're gonna do an extreme production version of a multiplayer game. See how fast we progress. But that'll have to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.